This is Keith Hockenberry from the network, and what we're showing is a machine we just purchased out of the Orange County Register, and that we're offering for sale either in a used condition or refurbished. So this is a 1000A. It was manufactured in 1995, and for those of you that are new to the AA, the first machines were SLS 1000s. The 1000A we made to do a better job of the automatic repair by picking up back here on the horizontal in the pockets and lifting it up and out to copy before we got to the radius of the turnaround for the pockets, where you can see there the pockets at that point are in a closed position for automatic repair. So the 1000A was really made for big Sunday packages, because the 1000 was fine until it got into, really big packages. So this is set up for bigger packages, higher speed. One thing for anybody that's new to the 1000s, utilities are important to look at. So you see here on top of the main panel, there's one panel on this machine, and it's the big panel there. And all you got is on the back of the panel here, you got 208 coming in, and the 208 just feeds the 110 outlets throughout the machine for the jogging tables and hopper loaders. And that's the purpose of that panel. And then it also has a 480 line coming in. So that's for the main drive. Then you've got your compressed air and your vacuum line. So on the install side, on any type of SLS machine, the install cost is always lower because you just bring in the big power and that's it. There's no interconnect panels or any of that. The rest of the wiring on this is internal, and it's already set up. So this machine, the way it's configured right now, it has a single drop, and there is a second drop. They just had moved this machine and they didn't use the primary drop. They just went to the secondary for a single drop. So it's available as a single or as a double drop. You'll notice over here that the machine has a Farval lube system on it. So what the Farval does is right here is it lubricates all the bearings underneath the blue covers on this machine. So all the bearings for the line shafts, the vacuum shuttles, anything under those covers, all we do is we pull this lever, pump up pressure to about 1,500 pounds there, and then you release it. And that releases one side, and then you pump it up again, and you push it in, it releases the other side. So it lubricates everything underneath the blue covers on the machine, leaving only the hoppers to be manually greased. This machine also has automatic oilers on it, and that's for the collator chain. So it's got a slow, constant drip, and you choose when to put that on. You get your chain lubricated. So that's another nice feature of this machine. It's in good shape. It was clean when we got here. It's older. It's a 95, so it's almost 20 years old. But it's in really good shape, and I'm going to run it here in a second. And I've got all the feeders engaged. All the clutches are working. All the electronics work. All the safety mechanisms work. Something they've done here on a retrofit is they actually put these covers on. And so those covers were not on originally, and they actually put them on here at the register. And the nice thing about those covers is, it's safe because it keeps people from accidentally putting their hand in. But you can open those without stopping the machine. And there's times when people may want to do that, operators and whatnot. So it's good for safety, but it doesn't take away the functionality of the machine. So I'm going to set this to run. So got it going at a slow speed. And that's a good tester for the torque on the motor. And everything's running smooth and steady on a slow speed. So that's always a good sign. Any machine will run smooth at a higher speed, but when it runs this steady and smooth at a low speed, especially after it's been sitting here for quite some time, not running. So I'll give it a little more speed. This machine has 16 hoppers plus one jacket hopper, and we put a second jacket hopper on it. And we also at the network have the capability to make this machine as big as a 36 hopper machine. So if anybody's looking for large packaging, mostly for the zoning, so you don't have to have the physical changeovers, but we can expand this machine up to 36 hoppers and put the second drop on and really have you a fine packaging machine. All the hoppers, I went through all the hoppers today. All the hoppers are really tight. There was two that were suspect, maybe a minor rebuild on the gripper gear segment. That was it, so that'll be taken care of through the company. The drive system underneath here is in really good shape. You've got your single motor on this machine and the single main gearbox driving the line shaft for all the hoppers, and then the pockets and gripper conveyor all off of one drive. So it's really efficient machine, really easy to take care of, and it's pretty unusual to see a machine 20 years old look as good as this and be as smooth. So if you have any questions, please give me a call, Keith Hockenberry, and we'll be getting this into storage here. It's the beginning of October 2014. Got the wind links installed and functioning perfectly.